Welcome back, YouTube. This is Chuck here again, going over the installation of the tungsten guide rod for W74, as well as a 15-pound recoil spring and a 6-pound striker spring assembly. And we're going to get into all that, and we're going to see how it changes the gun and see what the overall feel of it is afterwards. We're also going to do a quick weight just to see the difference overall. I would kind of recommend this as a last upgrade to the gun, as it is quite expensive and not really the best bang for your buck in terms of value. But it is a cool upgrade and one that I wanted to just experiment with. So with that said, let's go ahead and check for clear. Clear is good. Go ahead and take down the gun. And let's get a base weight of the stock assembly here. So if I do that, that is a 1.3 ounce recoil assembly. And if I can just get this thing open. We have a 2.6 ounce without the spring, although I think that is going to be negligible. I can try throwing that on there, but again, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Okay, 2.8, so double the weight. So it is kind of a worthwhile upgrade in that regard. It is actually going to put more weight over the front of the muzzle. Again, I would think that a weapon-mounted light will do a lot better for you as an initial upgrade. This is kind of just going overboard with it. With that said, I did actually want to get a trigger pull weight before I do this, before we do the striker spring assembly. So let's actually do one weight here, no mag. We're at 2 pounds, 14.2 ounces. And then for the trigger pull, do a couple of those as well. We were looking at 4 pounds. So set that. A little bit further out. Sorry, gotta get around those wider grips. Alright. We're at about 4.25 roughly there. Oh, maybe if I focus on the camera. Alright, so about 4 pounds roughly, which I think is perfectly fine. I think that's actually a really good trigger pull weight for most guns I shoot. Again, 3.5 to about 4 is about kind of perfect. So, first things first, let's do the striker spring, because that's going to be the biggest pain to get to. And to do that, just this little guy right here, we need to take this tab, or get something to push down on this tab right there. So I got a little just Allen key here. I'm just going to go ahead and push down on that. And then just careful, because the striker assembly is going to be spring loaded. It's going to want to shoot up. So there it is. Just pull that out. And that is the spring we are replacing right there. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And so there's 2 little cups right here that retain it. So we're going to pull to press the spring even further. And we're going to pull those cups down and out. So let's see here. Let's see if I can. Oh, wow, that is actually way down in there, isn't it? Okay, almost got the one. Alright, there it is. again. Wow, you really got to decompress that. Okay, there's the one. Putting the new spring on there. My hands are now covered in oil, so that's going to be great. I might just use the ledge of the table here actually to put these cups back in. So that might just be the easiest solution overall. Just be very careful, as you do not want these to go flying, because they will. And you got to depress this one pretty significantly. Okay, that's that one. I'll buy that one. Alrighty, there we are. Sorry I had to do that off camera there, but yeah, I would recommend using this and bracing it against, you know, the edge of a table or something, and then you can just push down and get enough leverage on there. And with that, let's simply just reinstall it, just like that. Get your cap back here, get it kind of positioned in that channel. Then you're going to need to push that channel liner of the striker assembly down, and then you should be able to push it forward, and that's that. Okay, so we got that one done. Next thing we need to do is take our uncaptured guide rod spring here, place it like so. And these usually take a little bit of getting used to. It probably helps if I put the barrel in there first. But just kind of feed it in slowly. There we go, almost got her. And she is not quite. There we go. Now it's in. Alright, let's check her out. Okay, we are locked and on. Okay, check for the lock back. Lock back is there. And then it definitely is easier to rack. I have heard that it doesn't quite return to battery if it's facing up, but seems full lockup in my opinion. I think if you just do the recoil spring without the striker assembly, that's when it won't fully return to battery, but it seems fine to me. Alright, first things first, let's check the weight of it now, see where we're at. And 215.7, almost 3 pounds, like just under the 3 pound mark, which is kind of hilarious. 3 pound gun unloaded. I mean, with the magazine in there, I'm sure we're probably there, right? Oh yeah, 3.31. Cool, very cool. One heavy gun, but man, is it fun. Slide feels even better too, just easier to manipulate the slide from underneath or over the top. Just really smooths that out. I hope it shoots well, because manipulating it feels really good. Alright, let's check the trigger. See if there's any update on that. See how it goes. Alright, I got another 4 there. So see if there's any other change that we can notice here. Got hung up again. Again, these wide grips make this much more difficult. Alright, right back on 4 pounds, so we're still at the 4 pound mark there. Which it seems it's a bit more consistent. I wonder if over time it'll wear in even further, but we'll kind of just have to wait and see. I cannot get that consistently there. There we go. Alright, yeah, that one was just a little proud of 4 pounds. So still at that 4 pound round or mark. We'll have to see how it goes Again, I plan to shoot a bunch more rounds through this thing here soon, and we'll see how this new springs and guide rod work out for it. So anyways, there is that. There's the install and the review or initial impressions. And yeah, leave a comment down below if you have any initial or additional questions, or if there's something else you'd like me to check or measure for you. Other than that, thanks for watching.